Ever found yourself mixing up groan with groan? You're certainly not alone in this linguistic tangle. Today, we're diving into the often confusing world of these two words. Groan is all about development, be it a plant reaching toward the sky or a person maturing over the years. On the flip side, groan is that sound you make when you've had one too many emails to answer, or you're trying to lift something a tad too heavy. Stick around to clear up this mix-up once and for all. First up, let's dive into the word groan. The term groan is often used to describe something that has increased in size, developed or matured over a period of time. For instance, consider the example, the trees in the backyard have grown considerably since last spring. Here, groan highlights a natural increase in size, suggesting a passing of seasons and a nurturing environment. Another beautiful application of the word can be seen in personal development. Take the sentence, "She has grown into a confident leader over the years." This doesn't just speak to physical growth, but more profoundly, to the evolution of character and skills, an expansion from what once was to what now is. And let's not forget about the delightful phrase, "The homegrown tomatoes taste remarkably better than the store-bought ones." This use of groan conveys a sense of personal touch and care, implying that the tomatoes are not only physically cultivated, but cherished, resulting in an enhanced flavor. Now that we've got groan covered, let's hear what groan sounds like in action. Moving on to groan, a word that's all about expression. When we delve into the word groan, we find it richly embedded in the language of emotion and physical sensation. Picture this. Someone drops a heavy box unexpectedly on their foot. What's the immediate reaction? A loud, involuntary groan. It's not just a sound. It's a release of sudden discomfort and annoyance. Let's expand the scene. Imagine walking across an old house with wooden floorboards that have seen better days. Each step you take is accompanied by a distinct sound. Yes, the floorboards groan under the weight, echoing the strain and age of the material. It's as if the house itself is expressing weariness. And then, there's the all-too-familiar scenario in a long meeting. Just as spirits are flagging, the announcement comes. The meeting will stretch on for another hour. The collective response? A chorus of groans fills the room, a perfect soundtrack to frustration and fatigue. Now you've seen groan in growth and groan in moan. Simple, right? Feeling more confident about when to use groan and groan. It's always intriguing to see how similar words can trip us up. If you've ever mixed these up, or have a funny or enlightening story about them, why not share it in the comments? It's a great way to learn from each other. Also, think about other words that get you tongue-tied. Drop them below, and they might just be the stars of our next discussion. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, every word has its place, and knowing it makes all the difference.